All right. Well, good evening and welcome to Rivercrest Football's season opener. They're also a home opener here on Rivercrest Athletics. It's been 273 days since the Colts have taken the field in a game that counts. Well, the wait is over. Football season is here, and we're ready to bring it to you. Rivercrest versus Manila right here live from the TEZ. If you're looking right now, you'll see that the captains are on the field. They're doing the coin toss at this time. Captains for first the visiting Manila Lions, number 3, Jacob Bauer, and number 56, Nate Parrish. Captains for Rivercrest going to be number 50, Amarion Lofton, number 54, Ian McLean, 55, Jared Robertson, and number 71, Quinn Perry. Who got that? Manila will receive to start the ball game here in about 4 minutes. The Colts gallop into the 2023 season with high expectations after returning several starters from a team that went 9-4 and made the 4A state quarterfinals last year. Coach Johnny Fleming enters his 6th year as head coach with a stellar 48 wins and 14 losses on his record as a head coach. He and his staff look for 2023 to be special, but you have to take the games one at a time, and that game tonight is against Manila. The Lions are coming off back-to-back playoff appearances for the first time in program history, but they have a new man leading the program. Coach Ben Fisher will be coaching his first game this evening as a Manila Lion after serving 2 stints as the head coach at Blytheville High School. Rivercrest leads the all-time series 13-1 and took care of business last season against the Lions 47-12. Be sure to subscribe to Rivercrest Athletics and hit that notification bell so you'll know each time that we go live. Settle in and we'll bring you all the action. It's the Rivercrest Colts versus Manila Lions right here on Rivercrest Athletics coming up next.
Big-time county battle going on between Manila and Rivercrest tonight, and we are glad to bring it to you. The story of the week has been the heat. Everybody's been talking about the heat. We're going to hopefully bring the heat tonight, but they have done some different things to try to keep the players safe. There'll be extended water breaks and things during the game. They had some folks that was kind enough to donate money and to bring in big fans on the sidelines. People have donated water. We'll get to all that, who's done that. But we're going to get you to kickoff right now. And here's Leland Newsom ready to kick off the season for 2023 as Rivercrest versus Manila. Here we go, Coach.
All right, the kick is good. It's going to be called about the 15-yard line, and tonight Manila's numbers. There's
Ball's on the
fumble
floor.
On the play. That was number 7, Trey Platts on the return.
Tyron Henry was there jerking it loose.
And it looks like it's going to be Manila falling on the ball there at their own 29-yard line. So 1st and 10 for the Lions to start out this football game.
Tyron Henry had him wrapped up, and it looks like also that Wyatt Lancaster, Michael Rayner were right there close, but he was able to fall back down on the ball after he fumbled it, and that's where Manila will take over. Welcome. Please, thank you for watching and listening in tonight.
This the jerseys, Manila will be wearing white tops, white pants, black helmet. The numbers are a little hard for us to see up here in the booth, so just bear with us. We'll do the best we can to get you the information on those players. It looks like number 12 is the quarterback for Manila. That's sophomore Isaac Moore.
And number 21 at running back.
Number 21 is going to take the handoff, and he's going to be met in the backfield by number 52. That's Marcus Clark.
That was Drake Morris running the ball there for the Manila Lions.
So a loss on the very first play for the Lions, and bring up 2nd down and 12. The Colts in the new unis there, the real nice.
They look good. Yeah.
Red tops, gray and red pants, and a red helmet.
Hopefully people still filing in. At this late start at 8 o'clock was another thing that he did, the AAA did, to keep the guys from getting too hot.
The pass to the right side, it's incomplete as number 4, Jacavion Williams over there to defend on the play. And that'll bring up 3rd down and 12 in the first series for the Manila Lions.
They're going no huddle early. keeping the defense on its toes and not giving much time to do any substitutions.
Or breathing.
Yeah. Yeah, it's so thick out there. This humidity is terrible. And
there's a snap to Moore, and we're going to have a flag before the play.
Our first flag of the game. Looks like somebody's moving on the line, and that's what's happening right there.
Usually that's a false start penalty. And so that's a 5-yard penalty against the visiting Lions. That's going to put them at 3rd and 17 with 11 minutes, 10 seconds left to go here in this first quarter. You know, I didn't even look, Todd, to see what the temperature was here at game time, but I'm sure it's pretty balmy.
I bet it's around 94, 95, not to mention what
there's Moore looking to pass over the middle. It's complete.
Nice catch.
But he's going to be met there by number 5, Wyatt Lancaster, and number 2, Kobe Turner.
Kobe Turner right there on the tackle.
Who made that catch for Manila, Coach?
I couldn't see the number there.
Yeah, we're still struggling with these numbers a little bit, but they're going to have to punt the ball. And Michael Rayner's back on about the 28-yard line to receive the punt. And good job by the defense there. They didn't allow any much yardage at all except that little pass right there, and it was way short of the first down.
Is that 7 punting right there?
It's going to be number 2. Back to punt.
Okay. So that's Josh Miles. Low snap. And, it's a kick that hits the back of one of his players.
Jump on it.
And Marcus is going to pick it up, and he's going to be I think they're going to rule it down.
I'm afraid
after it hit their player, yeah.
I couldn't tell if we jumped. Wyatt was got it ahead of the snap, and I'm not sure if that's going to give them a first down or not. Let's see if they're going to call it on Manila or on Rivercrest. But Wyatt looked a little bit quick off the line there.
If it is on us, that will bring up a fourth and one.
Mm-hmm. We're still looking here. There's a flag over here by the sideline.
It's 89 degrees, by the way.
That's hot for after 8 o'clock.
89 degrees.
So the penalty was against Manila.
Yeah, they were moving.
So
that's going to
they declined the penalty.
Yeah.
So we'll take the ball. It looks like they're going to spot it at the 36-yard line. So great field position to start the first series for your Rivercrest Colts.
They went over to Coach Fleming. He did decline it, and so they left the ball right there. And we'll get a look at this Colt offense. It looked really good last week in the scrimmage game, but the scrimmage games are just that. They're scrimmage games. And so tonight we really get our first really good look, and we're going to come out with a big stack formation on the right-hand side there. Looks like they're all getting together to tell each other a story. And let's see what happens.
There we go. They shifted out. Cavante Washington, your quarterback for the Colts. He wears number 11. He's a junior, center. And he pitches it out to Kobe Turner, who goes to that left side. He makes a shift, and he's going to pick up probably about 7 yards on the play as he takes it down to the 29-yard line of the Lions.
Number 3, Marcus Slayton over there leading the way after he shifted, and we didn't get to see Marcus last week during the benefit game, and so it's good to see all the guys there tonight and just kind of trying to run it right over him right there on the first play of the game. Went under center there. We don't see that much.
So 2nd down and 3 for the Colts. There is the snap to Cavante. He's going to hand it off. A little double now, a little trick play.
We got a guy wide open over here on the left.
And it looks like that might be it's almost picked off.
Look right over here. This guy was wide open.
Yeah.
What's his number? I'm trying to see his number, but he missed him to the right. They had a guy wide open. Everybody bid on those triple reverses. That was a triple reverse with a
Buda Harris over
pass,
here, I believe.
34.
That's 24. That's Buda.
24.
Yeah.
And he was wide open at the 10-yard line, and they just looked the wrong way.
So a little trick play there that did not work this time. It's going to bring up 3rd down and 3. Under center again. That's going to be Cavante handing it off to Michael Rayner this time, and he's going to take it in for the Colt touchdown.
There we go. Touchdown Colts right off the bat. Nice little inside handoff, and, man, he just broke a tackle and is all over there.
So was that 30 yards there, Danny?
Yeah, 29 yards on that.
29-yard touchdown.
Inside handoff.
For Michael Rayner.
I like it. I like it.
First of the season.
Nice start here on this old hot night, and the Colts are on the board early with just 9:36 left to play in the first quarter. They're already on the board here tonight. We're going to go for
Going for two.
Oh, look at this. I don't know what that was.
Yeah, that was
we might have out-tricked ourselves there. Yeah. Some trick plays are fun, but that was like a heave-ho over the shoulder, and I don't probably think we'll see that again in a while.
No.
But that wasn't too good.
So 9:36 in the first quarter. Your Colts on top 6-0 here against the Manila Lions.
Yeah, I think they were all supposed to kind of gather there in the middle, and they kind of threw up a jump ball, see if we could out-jump everybody. Probably I didn't see. It looked like Marcus was in there, Kobe was in there, and that was a very unusual two-point conversion, and it was unsuccessful, which it kind of looked like it might be.
Sadly, our starting kicker from last year, Josh Johnson, comes into this season with a broken foot.
Yeah.
So that is unfortunate. For sure, and just watching some of the guys kick beforehand, I think there's some potential there, but I can see why we went for two.
Yeah, the extra point may be adventures this year. But yeah, we looked all over for Josh last week, and I sure hated to hear that. My wife had told me when I got home, he's broke his foot, and so we pray that he'll heal up real quick and maybe get back before the season's over.
Leland Newsom with the kickoff for the Colts, and it's going to be called at about the 15-yard line, and he's going to carry it out to about the 33-yard line. That's going to be number 6, I believe, or 8.
6, and Roosevelt Banks on the tackle.
Yep.
Number 6, Brody Morris, a sophomore, with the return for the Lions. And again, as Danny said, Roosevelt Banks with the tackle. He had a good game last week.
He did,
especially on the offensive side of the ball.
Yep.
So maybe he'll get some carries tonight as well. So here we go. Second series for the Lions.
Pretty decent field position for the Manila Lions here in the second possession.
1st and 10. It's going to be a handoff to the running back there, and he's going to be met by about 5 Colts after a gain of about 2 yards.
I think I see Jeb Brigance there on the bottom of the pile bringing him down, and others were there to help, but Jeb had his arms around him. Nice tackle.
They're going to give him 3 yards on that. It'll bring up 2nd down and 7. Ball spotted at the Manila 37-yard line.
Crowd still filing into this late start tonight. Started at 8 o'clock to try to help it get a little cooler. I don't think it's nothing breezy out there by no means, but it is not the sun beating down on you. So we hope everybody will be safe tonight. And like I said, they'll be doing a lot of things to try to keep these guys cool and hydrated.
Lions have 3 receivers to the right, 1 receiver here, 1 lone back in the field with the quarterback, and he's met there. 65 was in there, Wesley Gray, and who else was that? Number 7? Joe Lewis?
7, Joe Lewis Ralph, and 52.
Okay, 52, Marcus Clark. Marcus Clark is having a good game so far here early on. So
Ray called his name twice. So
a loss on the play, and it's going to put them back to the original line of scrimmage, bring up 3rd down and 10. Again, 3 receivers to the right, 1 here to the left, and, I thought we were going to have a penalty there, but
no call.
He caught himself before the officials blew the play dead.
Play clock running down with 8 seconds.
There's the snap. Moore looks to pass. A little sidearm pass, and it's going to be short, and we'll bring up 4th down. Joe Lewis Ralph over there to defend for the Colts.
Nice coverage. Colts are the defense is looking strong right here early, and probably gained about 4 yards on both possessions. So that one pass play was probably their biggest play so far, and they're going to punt the ball again. And Michael's down there waiting on it. Michael Rayner, number 1.
You know, we called out Joe Lewis Ralph. He surprised us last week with his speed.
Yes,
running the football.
He took it the distance there on a big play in the scrimmage game. It was fun.
So here we're set to punt. That's going to be a better punt this time for Manila.
It's a different punter,
Rayner
too.
catches it about the 40. He's going to bring it to the right side. He's going to turn the corner there, and it looks like he's going to take it to the house. Michael Rayner, touchdown.
Touchdown, Colts.
Punt return. He caught that from about the 40-yard line.
60 yards.
It's going to be a 60-yard return for Deuce. Michael Rayner. His 2nd touchdown of the night.
Wow.
That dude was just relieving people, man. I just love to watch. I like to watch a fast guy run. You know what I'm saying?
And he never looks like he's running as hard as he can.
No, we talked about that last week, and a couple times there he was looking back at the guy. I really believe he was talking to him on the way to the end zone. But touchdown Colts, and Michael Rayner is starting to do what Michael Rayner does, and that's gained many all-purpose yards. I think, what did we say last week? Over 2,600 all-purpose yards last year. some crazy off-the-wall number that's just video game type numbers.
Joe Louis Ralph coming in here on this
we're going to try to kick
extra
one.
point attempt.
Danny had said Cavante might try a extra point or two, and it looks like he's going to get a shot at trying to kick this extra point. Cavante Washington, also the quarterback.
Snap, the hold, and the kick is
Looked a little bit left
no
there.
good.
Yeah.
No good to the left. So with 7:39 left to go in the first quarter, your Rivercrest Colts on top 12-0.
We had some wonderful donors this week that gave some great money, and then they worked in tandem with United Rentals out of Blytheville to get these big misting fans on the sidelines. You can see some of the guys already huddled up by them, cooling off, and that's great. But we appreciate Cody Griggs of United Rentals and all the people that gave, and they give us a big discount on the rental of those fans. And so, again, look and try to do everything we can. And then also TMS, Cole Lucius, Gary Gardner, and the crew out there brought a whole pallet of bottled water to split between the football players, the band, the cheerleaders, to keep everybody having plenty of water. So a big thank you to everybody that went an extra mile this week to give these kids all the safety that we can possibly give them in a very hot situation. I don't think we've ever had a hotter home opener than this.
Very gracious community over here. I love it.
Yeah,
over here
yeah, man, all you got to do is ask, and it comes pouring in.
Leland Newsom again with a kickoff, his third of the game. It's going to be caught at about the 23-yard line. That's going to be number
There's
7.
19 in on tackle. Tyron Henry's in there.
And
Number
Jaden
7,
Young.
Trey Platts on the return.
Jaden Young's in there.
So Manila will take over 1st and 10 at their own 40-yard line with 7:32 left to go here in the first quarter.
We were almost late getting on live because, man, we had a great gift, right? But about 10 minutes before we started, here come folks from the concession stand. They brought us popcorn, hamburgers, cold waters. And so, man, we was going to eat our hamburgers while they were warm. And so we just about missed our cue time. But thank you to those that brought us food up here. That's pretty awesome. And we don't have it bad at all. The windows are closed. There's no mosquitoes, and we got the air conditioning.
I feel bad.
Man, I just feeling bad for everybody.
Here we go. There's a handoff to number 21. He escapes a grab there by the defenders and falls forward for about 3 yards.
Got a late flag. Yeah, got a late flag. Might have been a little bit of face mask or could have been a hold.
Yeah,
they're going to get him for a hold, and they're going to bring it back. Yeah.
Wyatt Lancaster had made the tackle.
Number 21, Drake Morris on the carry.
Hope everybody's tried to not get too hot this week. And, man, it's been every day it's been the talk. And some schools were letting people out early because the buses were so hot and all those things. So I know I heard the weatherman say some of the junior high guys got pretty hot last night in different junior high games. We didn't open up last night. I was kind of glad for the junior high guys that we didn't. And they will open up next Thursday night.
So 1st and 20 for the Lions. A lot of pressure.
Oh, hello.
He's going to be sacked.
Joe Louis Ralph.
Joe Louis Ralph.
Ooh, hello.
And
nice job, guys.
Quarterback, that's Isaac Moore, who was unable to avoid the pressure there by Joe Louis Ralph.
Looks like we blitzed about 3 guys, and every one of them got to the quarterback. And that was a lot of defense coming at him right there, and great play by Joe Louis Ralph, number 7.
Number 72, Janarius Brownlee coming out. He was in on that play on the defense. Number 77, that's D'Emanuel Harris checking in for the Colts on defense.
D-man.
3rd and 29 for the Lions, deep in their own territory. There is a snap. He looks to pass, looks left, throws to the middle. There's going to be picked. Oh, I thought it was going to be picked off. That was number 22, Kieran Morris, there on the play for the defense.
You get a pass deflection on that.
Yeah, Kobe Turner was down there too, and I thought one of those two would jump up there and grab it, and it just sailed over their head.
So that'll bring up 4th down and 29 for Manila.
6:37 left to go in the first quarter here of opening night 2023. The Manila Lions and the Rivercrest Colts. Welcome to football season, and we'll get it cooled off here in a couple weeks, I promise.
There's a snap. He rolls to his left. A little pressure coming there, and there's a pass over
wide open.
Yeah, he's wide open there at about the 40-yard line. They're going to mark it at the 40.
That's going to get him almost back a little bit beyond the original line of scrimmage. And that's going to bring up, a third down?
It's 4th and 9.
It's Jacob Bauer on the reception.
Did he catch that pass earlier?
Yeah, he's the one who made the catch
He's
earlier.
made 2 good catches tonight for the Manila Lions. And it's going to be 4th and long, and here comes the punt team again. And Michael Rayner's just back there. He's got to be thinking, man, can I get me another one? Where he's already picking him out a spot to go.
I thought that was 4th down there, but I guess I was mistaken on that. I thought it was 4th.
I think the penalty, we had the holding penalty. I think they did one over there that we
right.
might have missed.
So the punt team is on for Manila. Last punt he was able to get off. First one was a low snap, and he punted it into the back of.
There's a bad snap. There's
snap,
Wyatt.
And
he's dropped it again.
He's still dropping it.
He's on his. He picked it up and he's running it, and it's going to be brought down. There's
Quinshawn Perry
in on there. So the ball is going to be spotted
Wyatt Lancaster
at the Manila 25-yard line. That's where the Colts will take over on their next possession with 5:31 left to go in the first quarter. They're up 12-0.
To say the red jerseys were in hot pursuit is an understatement. There was about 12 of them, it looked like, going after him. And I imagine every time he looked up after dropping the ball twice, he was about ready to just stay on the ground. But kind of a slow start for the Manila offense. And we'll see what happens here as Rivercrest Colts get their second opportunity. Michael Rayner messed up their second opportunity a while ago and just took it all the way back. So
looks like one of the water breaks is taking place at this time.
Yeah.
So you see the water boys taking the bottles out there. Yeah, and again, in this game, the officials have the right to stop play at any time to administer water breaks because of the excessive heat.
Yeah, the humidity is just rough outside.
Yeah. AAA come up with heat safety precautions. Of course, we told you earlier we started the game at 8 o'clock. Also, they allow, as Coach just said, they allow the referees to give as many breaks as they need to. Misting fans, we've done that. Bottled waters, we talked about. A cooling tub with ice is available at the gate here, it says. And also there's an ambulance. We can see it across the way on site tonight. So, once again, we are doing everything, or the school is doing everything possible to keep these young men safe in playing this football game.
I might have to hit that cooling tub on the way out.
Oh, man, I tell you, it's been unbearable heat. And I'm glad we just got a week of it. It's been pretty regular summer, but this last week we paid for all the cool days we got in July.
All right. Kevontae Washington, the quarterback, and Rayner goes in motion. There's the handoff to Marcus
Get
Slayton.
up, Marcus.
And he takes the ball up the middle, and he's still on his feet down inside the 10-yard line. And he's going to be stopped at the 9-yard line. So great first run for the Bull.
The Bull, that's right.
Good to see him back out there. He did had a little bit of work done on that knee during the off-season summer, and really good to see him out there getting around. And, man, he is a load.
And now he's going wide over there on that left side, 3 wide over there. Kevontae back in the shotgun formation, and it's going to be –
got a stoppage and play. Somebody lost their helmet, so they'll have to go out of the game and come back after one play. Anytime you lose your helmet, you got to go off the field for a play.
Yeah, as a cornerback, you'd have wide eyes over there when Marcus Slayton is lined up across from you.
Yeah, I look for some kind of crossing thing over there where Marcus is throwing some kind of – they're just going to heft it up in the air.
And they're going to throw it to Buda Harris over here in the end zone, and it's caught.
Touchdown. Wow.
He was able to keep his feet inbounds.
Wow.
And a touchdown for the Colts. Buda Harris, who's going to be a factor this season for the Colts. He's about probably 6'2", 6'3", and
we talked about Jaden Young last week. One of our basketball stars late in the year last year. That fabulous freshman run that they went on, and Buda's part of that. And Danny has talked about that with some of the coaches, and they are very, very high on Buda Harris and his hands, great hands, and you just seen it right there. He tiptoed that back line and brought that ball in. It's a great play, great pass.
He has the ability to jump above the defenders. He also is great at catching the ball with one hand.
Oh, wow.
And so as you see there, he's also skilled enough to keep his feet in play.
Failed extra point, kind of went right into the line there. And like you said, our place kicker has broke his foot, Mr. Johnson, and so we are just trying some guys to see who might be able to kick extra points. That's not something you just go out there and do. It takes a lot of work and a lot of leg and a lot of timing. All that stuff goes together. So
But, hey, I'll take 6 points at a time.
Yeah,
And we'll just keep adding up. It's 18-0 now, 4:55 left to go here, still in the first quarter.
Yeah, this has been a good long first quarter. Colts have scored when they've got the ball, and we like that. If we can keep that 3 for 3 going this year, we'll be all right, won't we, Dan?
That's right.
We'll say hi out there to farmers if you're working late. I know a lot of the rice cutting has begun and the corn picking has begun, and a lot of you are riding the tractor listening to the ball game. And thank you all and appreciate what you do, putting food on the tables for folks around the world.
So Leland Newsom, number 33 for the Colts, he's set to kick off again. And
Leland's done a good job.
he's kicked it to about the 25 or 15-yard line just about every time.
Yeah, he had to kick some last year. Joe was hurt last year, and so he got some practice last year.
There's
on
the
this.
same kick, same location.
Yeah.
It's dropped, but he picks it back up. That's going to be number 8, I believe. And he takes it out to about the 27-yard line. Where
Kylan Sanders in on that tackle, 32.
I think that was that Brody Morris on that? Was that 6 or 8, Danny? Could you tell?
6.
6, so that's Brody Morris, the sophomore, on that return. Again, it's hard for us to see these numbers up here in the press box. They're kind of gold in color. But they don't have a dark border around them or a real
Yeah,
thick.
they just kind of blend in.
So 4:47 left to go in the first quarter. Manila Lions take over at their own 27-yard line, 1st and 10. Quarterback looks over the sideline to get the play. Have 2 receivers over to the right, 1 to the left. He hands off to the first back through there, and he's going to be wrapped up by about 3 Colts at the 30-yard line. So gain of about 3 on the play.
Did we get our comments turned on
Yeah,
YouTube?
We're back to where people can chat on there.
All
so
right.
That's good to have that.
Danny was looking for that button all last week and couldn't find it.
I don't know what was going on?
2nd and 7 for the Lions.
4:19 clock's running here in the first quarter. Colts are off to a fast start, galloping off, as we said earlier, galloping to a good start.
Isaac Moore, the quarterback, he hands it off to the first back. I believe that's number 21. That's going to be Drake Morris.
That was Marcus Slayton.
I was going to say, do I need to tell you what number that is? Because when guys move that far after they're hit, you can usually say it's a Marcus hit.
You can just hear the sound and know it's Marcus. It's just a little bit more volume to the hitting of the pads.
Yes, that was pretty awesome. Good tackle.
So 3rd and 6 for the Lions. 3:38 left to go in the first. Colts on top, 18-0. There's another handoff. This time he's got a little bit of room. He's going to pick up the first down, the very first down for the Lions tonight. They take the ball out to the 38-yard line.
Number 20 on the carry.
Number 20, that's going to be Matthew Walker, the junior.
Manila got a little space that time for the first time tonight and had a little green patch there, and he took it for the first down for them. And good play by the Manila line there in blocking.
So 1st and 10 for the Lions. Their own 38-yard line. Clock's running, 3:16 and counting. 3-man front for the Colts. Line of pressure. Oh, I was fixing to say. The referee blew it dead. And that was Jeb coming in hot and heavy right there.
Isaac Morris thankful that the whistle was blown.
Yes.
They're having a little trouble with timing, and I don't know if it's just not hearing the count or they're just trying to get ahead of their block.
Tell you, I was holding my breath there for that young quarterback because Jeb was coming in there hot.
Yeah, he was bearing down on him for sure, and that's about their 3rd procedure penalty of the game. And so, again, it's early in the season, real early, first game, and there'll be some procedures and offsides and things that you don't want.
So 2nd down and 15, and he's going to be dropped for a loss. And there's Jeb.
Jeb said, "I'll get you anyway," and so he got in there and made a great play. He looked really good in the benefit game. We were talking about how he looks bigger and taller this year, and I think he's going to have a really good senior year, Jeb Brigance.
Jeb Brigance. Remember the name.
Remember the name, senior offensive line and defensive line.
So another loss on the play. It'd bring up 2nd down and 15 is what the board says out there. It's going to be Moore rolling to his left. A little dump pass over to the left side. And it's going to be caught there by number 21, I believe, Drake Morris.
I'll tell you what you don't see often. You don't see a defensive end get a quarterback hurry and then make the tackle on a pass, and Wyatt Lancaster did both of those.
Wyatt Lancaster was all over that play.
Well, Kobe Turner stood him up, and I seen Wyatt busting at him right in the back, and so that one probably felt real good in the kidneys there.
And that was also a tackle for a loss.
Yeah, that was – wow. That's just great play there by the senior Wyatt Lancaster.
Third down and about 20 for the Lions.
You know, he's coming off that big year where he had 11 sacks last year, and I can tell he's just chomping at the bit on the end to get that first one.
He's also beefed up a little bit. A lot of muscle put on this summer.
He has.
He looks a step faster to me too.
There's quarterback Isaac Moore rolling to his right. There's pressure. He throws the ball. It's going to be picked off. Kobe Turner. And he's going to take it into the end zone for another Rivercrest
looks like we're going to get a
touchdown,
blindside
but there's
block.
going to be a flag on the play.
Wow.
Looks like it may come back. Man, that was a great interception, and there was a lot of green grass, pick six right there for the Rivercrest Colts and Kobe Turner, but let's hold on just a minute.
Kobe's going to be getting after somebody for that.
Yeah, he was already gone. There wasn't any need in that because that flag come after Kobe stepped in the end zone.
He was way past.
Yeah. We've always had that discussion is when is a penalty really a penalty, but they're marching it all 15 yards, and we're going to start about the 4-yard line.
They're going to back it up from that spot.
That's a spot foul, yeah. He's put it down there at the 24-yard line, and the Colts will go on offense right there after the interception by Kobe Turner. Nice job, number 2.
So a minute and 14 seconds left to go here in the first quarter. Rivercrest on top, 18-0.
We've seen all kind of formations, all kind of sets. Offensive coordinator Brett Harden is bringing the whole book tonight, and man, there's all kind of things happening.
There's a little pitch over to
Kobe
Turner. He has some blockers in front.
A blocker too.
That's going to be
there you
a
go.
touchdown for Kobe Turner.
Michael Rayner just cleared the path.
24-yard touchdown run by Kobe Turner.
I could tell Rayner was coming in hot.
Yeah,
that block,
that's right. He wanted to make sure that Kobe got the touchdown that he deserved a while ago, and so he cleared the path, and the heat is on. The heat is on in more way than one, and the Colts are turning up the heat.
Again, high expectations for this Rivercrest team this season as they bring back several starters on both sides of the ball, and they had a pretty good run last season in the state playoffs. So
final 8. We're looking for even bigger things this year than the final 8, and got the 45 players out this year. That might be good.
That's Marcus on the extra point.
Look at there, Marcus. Well, we've seen Marcus destroy a guy on a tackle. We've seen him run a ball in almost for a touchdown, and we've seen him go to wide receiver. And so I think we need to see him kick. Did he kick a while ago, the extra point?
He just kicked the
extra point.
Yeah,
kicked the extra point.
Yeah.
So I don't know. He's kind of giving you his whole resume tonight. Good job there.
If we see him at quarterback tonight, I don't know.
We did see him on goal line situations last year take the direct snap.
We did see that.
So,
we did see that. So 25-0 now. Rivercrest on top with 1:05 left to go in the first quarter.
There's just several guys on this team, guys. That's what's so exciting about it, that are just multidimensional. They can go out and catch a ball. They can run a ball. They can even throw a ball. And so it's not just one guy. It's definitely a team effort, great line blocking, and it's just I just really think it's going to be an exciting year for the Rivercrest coach. Y'all stay tuned, come out when you can, and if you can't, man, punch that button, subscribe, and you'll know exactly when it's time to watch Colts football.
That's right.
And next Friday night, Big Little Rock Mills comes into town.
Yeah, it's a tough one.
So that'll be a tough non-conference matchup.
We owe them one. We owe them one. That was a big old game down there last year. They're really talented. Got a lot of players out. We're going to kick it off again for the 4th time. Here we go.
Leland Newsom's going to have to ice his leg tomorrow while he's kickoffs.
There's a fumble. Look out.
Fumble on that. Return, and he picks it up. He's going to take it just about to the 21 or 22-yard lines where they're going to mark it forward.
And he was tackled by everybody.
Yes.
I see 30, number
21. 21 is Maddox Barber was in there.
30, Hunter Ellis.
Hunter Ellis was in there. 19, I seen him get off the pile. Tyron Henry. He's been in on a couple special teams tackles already, and so I don't know. I'm wincing up here more than I normally do. I guess I'm not used to football hits yet, but it just seems like every hit, kind of cringe thinking that's going to hurt.
Yeah.
But a great job. And, man, the defense is flying to the ball, and that's what you like to see. Lots of red helmets where the ball is.
I think that's what that guy was thinking, too. This is going to hurt.
Yeah, this is going to hurt.
So 57.5 seconds left to go in the first quarter. Colts on top 25-0. And Manila has the football at their own 22-yard line. Quarterback Isaac Moore, he wears number 12 for the Lions. He's going to hand it off to the first back through, and he's going to be hit there by Kobe Turner, but he bounces off Turner and is going to wind up picking up another yard on that play. He takes it out to the 25-yard line. Kobe didn't really go to wrap him up. He just went to hit him as hard as he could, and the kid just bounced off of him.
Yeah, looks like Cardi Smith in on a tackle right there too.
Yeah, it's good to see him back playing football this year.
Yeah,
I know his mom and dad's happy about that, and so that's good. That's good. Nice crowds come in. I thought we were going to be a little slim, but there's been a nice crowd come in.
There's a snap, handoff to the back going through. Ooh, nice
that's
hit
Marcus.
there.
Marcus
Slayton.
You can just tell, man.
Yeah, he's hitting everybody. Their player, our players.
Yeah. It's just a different type of hit. That's going to be the last play of the first quarter, and so we'll switch.
That's one of them plays where you tackle the whole backfield and throw the guy out till you find the ball. That's what you do. And so it's he just laid him down.
So we will put a fresh 12 minutes on the clock. There'll be a minute timeout or a minute in between here. Give the guys a chance to meet, get a drink, and we'll get this second quarter started. The Rivercrest on top, 25-0 here at the TEZ.
Opening weekend games, we got Hoxie at Truman. Osceola's traveled to Newport, and Blythe is playing Little Rock Mills down in Little Rock Mills where we went last year, our opponent next week. West Memphis is playing Jonesboro. Wynn is playing Marion. Mountain Home makes a visit down to Nettleton, and Valley View, our opponent in 2 weeks, is playing Harding Academy. So they'll get a handful tonight right off the bat. But Valley View's picked to do really well in their conference. Mills has picked to do well. This preseason, so to speak, schedule before we get into conference is not going to be a walk in the park by no means. So going to be interesting the next few weeks of how this goes before we get into our conference play there in about the fourth week of the season.
Yeah, the next 2 weeks when you face Mills and Valley View, both of those that's number 4 and number 5 overall in 5A.
Whew.
And so you're talking about getting prepared for conference. That's how you do it.
Yeah,
hey, there you go.
Yeah, Mills will come here, and we'll go to Valley View. So, that's going to be some testers.
I want to give a shout out to Bubba up top there. He does the film work for us. I don't think we've mentioned him yet.
Yeah, we hadn't mentioned Bubba.
He's up there in the mosquitoes and
we
the
hope
heat.
he's all right up there. The camera's still moving, so
we tried to put a fan on him, and we got him a stool and everything, and so we started him after sundown. So hopefully he's okay up there. He's listening in. He's probably smiling right now, or maybe swatting mosquitoes. I'm not sure.
All right, so it's going to bring up third down.
Stay strong defense.
About 7 here. There's a pass to the right side. That's going to be is that Kobe?
I think so. Coming up from
no, that's Jaden Young.
Jaden Young coming up from that safety position, putting him on the ground.
So
nice
tackle. Job there by Mr. Young. And there's a tackle for a loss. It's going to bring up 4th down and 9.
Anytime you get somebody in the open field like that, they call it obviously an open field tackle, and that you got to break down. You got to wrap up them legs and bring them down. These guys are good at putting a little juke on you, and they can be gone. So it's good tackle there in open field.
So many talented athletes on this Rivercrest football team.
Oh, it's just
it's as deep as I've seen in a long time.
I mean, you can just interchange these guys all over the place and not miss a beat.
Manila's going to punt again with 11:15 and the clock running here in the second quarter, and we're going to see another punt there.
Ooh.
The punt is away. It's going to fall at about the 45, bounce back, take a Rivercrest bounce, and we're going to get it at the 40-yard line or on their end of the field. So that's a nice field position right there.
Cardi Smith was bringing the heat there on this left side, and he put a hit on that blocker.
Yeah, Cardi likes playing the gunner role there and just going after that guy. And you give him another half second, he might have blocked that one.
That's right.
You put another 15 pounds on him, and he's going to be really tough.
Yeah, he can move pretty good.
Yeah,
he's pretty fast. We got a lot of speed. They say speed kills, and it's a lot on this team.
So 10:59 here to go in the first half. Colts on top 25-0. They had the football 1st and 10 at the Manila 42-yard line. And we'll see if there's another example of speed here as the Colts get ready to snap the ball.
I just wonder if we're going to go deep, or we might see some handoffs now with that 25-0 lead.
So,
yep, here we go.
Pitch out to Kobe Turner. He's got some room
Got
over
the
there.
edge.
He turns the corner, and he's spins back. Oh, there's a flag coming in at the end of that play.
I don't know if that was a face mask. I don't know if we blocked in the back over there. There's a lot of things going on.
But he threw that flag like he was mad. He came out there hard.
Yeah. I've seen them throw the flag for it and stick in their face mask, you know. And so, that's you.
He threw that one straight in the ground. It's kind of like his hands just stuck to it.
I think it's going to be a face mask on them.
Yeah.
We're going to get 15 more yards.
Yeah, he'd gotten down
to just a 5-yarder. I don't know.
It was one of those didn't mean tos.
I guess so.
So
what was the signal? Did y'all see what they called?
I never saw it. Never saw the signal, but
I don't think they have a 5-yard face mask in high school, do they?
it's half the distance.
I got you.
First and go for the Colts at the 10-yard line. It's going to be a little pass to that's Michael Rayner. He puts on the brakes. He's going to turn around.
Stopped.
But we got a flag over here.
He's going to
walk
walk
on
in.
this side.
Once he turned the corner, it was over, but we do have a flag.
Yeah.
So Rayner scores, but there is a flag over here on the left side of the field where he put on the brakes and turned the other way.
The referee there's motioning holding on our side. So I don't know if that was Kobe on the hold or there was somebody over there that when he cut back, it's very easy to get a hold there because you're trying to keep your guy from getting to him. And if they would have probably left him alone, once Michael turned back the other way, you could see that whole side of the end zone open, but there was a hold.
Yeah, that's the second. I mean, we're up 25-0. That's the second touchdown that's been negated in the first half so far.
Yeah, and it's like I said, it's first game of the season. You're going to see a few more of these things that you want to clean up, and hopefully those aren't same things that happen very often.
That's right.
But you're going to see that early in the season.
You know, I think I said this last year, but I'd love to put a counter on Michael Rayner and see how many steps he puts in a typical game because, you know, he does that quite a bit. He'll start one way and then try and go the other way. Seems like he runs 30 yards.
He just puts a lot of feet.
Cavante's going to keep it this time, but he's going to be wrapped up by about 6 Manila Lions at the line of scrimmage.
We tried that little play there a few times last week in the benefit game. It just hasn't really – I think that's one of those keep them honest plays every once in a while.
That's right.
You just want to make sure that you keep your defensive line there in the middle because they'll start cheating to that outside if you're going the outside a lot. And so every once in a while you got to run one of them plays. It don't look like it's a good play, but really it's just keeping them honest, and that's what you need to do.
And Cavante has really improved running the football. So, you know, we knew he's a good passer. He's also picked it up on his feet. There's going to be a pitch out to Kobe Turner. He's got some room over there, and he takes it down inside the 10-yard line.
I think he got down close to 5. Where are they going to mark it at?
I can't tell.
It's about 7.
7-yard line.
Mm-hmm.
Well, now he's – who knows? Maybe about the 6.
We're 9:49 before halftime.
Looks like the –
wait to see where they're going to put the spot at. He's got it at the 7 there in the midfield there.
Yeah.
And it's going to be what? Third down and go.
3rd and go from the 7. Let's see what Coach Brett Harden draws up here. Cavante Washington, quarterback. Next to him, Kobe Turner. 3 receivers to the right. He's going to pitch it out to Kobe Turner.
Get around that edge.
He's going to cut it back up the middle, and he's going to score. Another Rivercrest touchdown.
Wow.
7-yard run
Colts.
from Kobe Turner.
Way to go, Kobe. Nice move. I don't think he's getting enough credit statewide about what he's going to do. If as always, you want to stay healthy, but I think Kobe Turner is very underrated in the state, and I think he's going to be a really valuable piece this year because the dude can move. He can move.
He did have one of the best, one of the top 10 seasons in school history last year, rushing for 21 touchdowns.
Yeah.
And really, he was hurt towards the end of the year.
Exactly. He got that turf toe, missed about 4 games, and there's no telling what kind of numbers he would have had. And the dude has got a nose for the end zone. He likes to run on that red carpet a whole lot.
And I think Brett's right. He does look quicker this year.
He does. So another extra point attempt by Marcus Slayton. There's a snap, hold, the kick.
That looks good.
And it's no good to
No
the
good.
left. So with 9:41 left to go in the first half, Rivercrest dominating this one 31-0.
Yeah, I've never had turf toe. You know, I don't walk fast enough to get turf toe, much less run fast enough. But they say that stuff is painful, and so that in itself would have slowed him down some. And there's no telling how long he played before he had to start setting out with that thing.
And FYI, you don't have to be on turf to get it.
That's right. That's exactly right.
Right.
You start tearing those ligaments around that toe or stretching those ligaments, and it got its name from turf, which it don't give much. This new turf is better than the old AstroTurf. This new turf is made out of recycled tires, and so it's easier on the knees and the joints and all that. But, man, that old turf, it would just take your toe out of joint and mess those ligaments up, and then it just like throbs all the time, and you can't cut, you can't plant.
I just remember that old AstroTurf they had at War Memorial Stadium, and it
Yeah.
was like getting tackled in a parking lot.
Oh, it was so hard. We got the great honor to be down there on the sideline a few of the state championship games, and, boy, that was bad stuff back in the day.
And speaking of turf, I saw where they were talking about the heat. How
Yes.
it's much hotter for these kids out here on this turf than regular grass. There's another kickoff by Leland Newsom, and it's going to be returned by number 7, I believe.
6 is in there. Jaden Young, 34 is in there. That's
Trey Platt's on
Roosevelt Banks. We're calling his name again. Roosevelt is doing a great job on special teams, kickoffs and things, and good job there by those guys for sure. Yeah, they had a little test this week where they had that heat meter on the ground itself, the old grass, and it was like 94.
Yeah.
They put it out here on this turf. It was 140 degrees. So I remember the old days when Ozzie Smith and them played in Busch Stadium 2 up there. It would be 120 on the field. And
Wow.
he said he would put Cabbage Patch leaves in his hat to keep his head cool down.
9:34 here in the second, and then
Wow,
Manila with the football. Quarterback rolls to his left. He's going to throw. It's going to be
picked
picked
off.
off by number 0.
Right at
That's Mike
midfield.
Faison. And
He's still on his feet.
Take it down to about the 20-yard line. I think they're going to mark it about the 21. No, they're going to mark it at the 20. So 1st and 10 for the Colts at the Manila 20-yard line.
The second interception for the Colts here in the first half, and the defense is sure playing a great game, causing turnovers, causing havoc, and looking good.
I don't know who it was that put the pressure on him, but there were about 2 guys that put a lot of pressure on the quarterback.
It was right up the middle too. That's about the 3rd time tonight that Isaac Moore has run for his life as soon as he got the ball.
Our line, we've got some good speed on that defensive line, and plus size, and that's a good combination on the defensive line.
And it's he's a right-handed quarterback, and he's rolling to his left most of the time here tonight and trying to throw back to his right. So that's a tough thing to do anyway. There's a pass over to Michael Rayner. He cuts, breaks the tackle. He's still on his feet inside the 10 down to about the 8-yard line. So it'll be first and go for the Colts.
Right in there by Josh Miles. Number 2 was in on that tackle. Looks like number 6, Brody Morris, was in there on that tackle. And Mike just did a little shimmy shake down there on him, did he?
I love it.
Man, that guy is
he felt that pressure from that defense and just stopped and kind of shifted. And
him and Kobe's good at that spin stuff, that spin cycle, man. I'm afraid I'd turn around and get crushed in the ribs, but, man, they're so fast. They're back around before you know what it is.
I'd get dizzy.
Yeah, for sure.
There's going to be a handoff to Rayner this time. He takes it to the right side. He's got a few blockers over there, but he's going to run out of space as Manila wraps him up. He gains about 3 yards on the play, I guess, or 2 yards, as they're going to mark it at the 5. So give him a gain of 3 on that play.
Second goal. Looking to put another score on the board here in the first half. It's just been all Rivercrest from the very beginning, and very impressive so far.
Might have been a 4-yard gain because they might have had it spotted at the 9. I'm not sure. Is that what you had, Dan?
Yeah.
That's what the board had was the 9, but so a gain of 4 on that play for Deuce. 8:38 in the second quarter, and there's a flag before the snap.
Where did he get that nickname Deuce? Was that new this year? Was that just something we didn't know last year?
He's had it, but
you think he'd wear number 2, don't you?
That's what I was thinking too.
Yeah.
When I was over here and I first started hearing them talking about Deuce, I just knew they were talking about Kobe Turner, but it wasn't Kobe.
I believe he is Michael Rayner Jr. I think that's what
probably
it
what
is.
came from.
I got you. That makes sense.
Either way, we'll take another score here from Deuce as he goes in motion. And it's going to be a handoff to Marcus Slayton. And
He's going to walk in.
He sees an opening, and he just cuts it back, and he lowers that shoulder.
Touchdown, Colts.
And he goes over the defender into the end zone.
I'm sitting here thinking, Marcus could have walked in that end zone and not touched anybody. But he said, hey, there's a guy, and he just thought he'd run over him for the heck of it. But
that's exactly what I was thinking.
Yeah, I didn't know if I was supposed to say that or not, but that's what I seen.
So the Bull, Marcus Slayton, with his second touchdown of the night.
I just remember Coach Griffin last year said he didn't care if he played fullback, running back, guard, linebacker. He just wants to hit somebody.
Just hit somebody, yeah. Yeah, he's not out there just to run down the field. He's not out there to show the carpet. He wants to hit somebody.
So the senior Marcus Slayton, who just scored from 5 yards out, is set to try the extra point. There's a snap, hold, kick. And this time it goes through the uprights.
Good job, Marcus.
And so 38-0, your Rivercrest Colts on top with 8:32 left to go in the first half.
He kicks pretty good ball. He just got to get his sight lines in. Once he does that, I think he's going to be all right. He's one of those guys I think can just about pick up anything and figure it out. I hope everyone is doing well tonight. I hope you've got inside and got some dinner and watching the late football game tonight. It's coming to you a little bit later than normal. And we talked about it earlier in the game, but it was all due to the heat and trying to make sure everybody stays healthy and lots of water, drinks, and all that going on the sidelines and taking breaks. And we haven't had any extra water breaks except they took a little extra between quarters. And I think we had one more first quarter maybe, didn't we? So we got 8:32 left, so they might be doing it at the 4-minute mark or something like that. We'll have to kind of watch that, see if there's any rhyme or reason to what time they're doing it. But they did allow the referees to make that decision as the game goes on.
And I know this is the first game of the season. It's extremely hot, and we'll give you a pass this week. But if you don't do anything on Friday nights, you need to be here at the TEZ, man. This is a great football team to come and watch. The great band, we heard them play the other night.
Yeah. Boy, there's a whole bunch in on that.
Cardi and Tyron Henry and Cash Span.
Yep.
So the incredible coverage there for the Colts on that kickoff. Again, Leland Newsom with the kickoff duties. He's doing a great job tonight.
Manila's going to start right there at their own 20-yard line, and they've had one or two maybe first downs. I think just one so far. So the defense is really – I mean, the offense has been great. You can't say they've not, but the defense has really been every place they need to be so far.
I don't usually mark this many people down until we get to the playoffs when the ninth graders move up. And
look at all the tackles. Wow.
It's so spread out.
Yeah, it's just not one person, and that's a great trait of this team is balance.
There's a snap, handoff to the first back through.
Man.
That's going to be number 21, I believe, Drake Morris.
It was
who dragged him down there?
That was going to be to Kylan Sanders and Cash Span.
Okay.
So gain of about 4 on the play to bring up 2nd down and 6. Award-winning cheerleaders on the sideline doing a great job here.
Yeah, the heat hasn't slowed them down.
No.
They've been doing pyramids and cheering. I can see them fan a little bit. A lot of fans brought their fan tonight. There's fans are fanning. So
extra fans.
And the band's here. They didn't back off, so everybody took the heat on and just was ready for football.
There's a handoff again to Drake Morris, I believe, and he's going to be wrapped up by 2 Colts.
That's Jackson Kilburn and Big Man.
Mr. Lomack.
Andrew Lomack.
Andrew Lomack. Good job there, guys.
He wears number 56.
I believe that was for a loss also, wasn't it?
It was, yeah.
Yeah, we had a couple guys get on coach this week we had wrong numbers last week. So Janarius Brownlee, his number 72, and D'Emmanuel Harris is number 77. Guys, we apologize. We don't want to get y'all wrong.
Janarius said, Coach, you know I'm not 5'8".
It's hard to tell that way up here. There's a shot over the middle.
He got hammered.
Just a little bit overthrown there.
They had a guy breaking loose, a little bit of air under that. There might have been a little different story. Manila might have had something cooking there, but he kind of had to throw it on the line. He got rushed just a little bit, I'd say.
Number 30, Hunter Ellis back there on defense.
It's going to bring up another 4th down. Right now they're not in punt formation, so it might be one of those things where they're just going to get some more plays in.
So 4th down and 6 to go for the Lions.
Jackson Kilburn there trying to jump the count and caught himself. He's right there playing middle linebacker. Number 25.
Clock's down to 12 on the play clock, and they call a timeout.
Coach going to call timeouts. Danny said earlier, Manila's got a new coach, Ben Fisher. They got pretty good numbers out. They got 37 players, 11 seniors, 13 juniors, 13 sophomores. But we welcome Coach Ben Fisher. He was at Blytheville last year, is that correct?
That's right.
He made the move from our conference to one conference school to the other. You don't see that very often, but that's what happened there. Of course, head coach Johnny Fleming for the Rivercrest Colts. We got 45 players out, 18 seniors, 12 juniors, and 15 sophomores, and that sophomore class is coming. They've got some loaded up guys in there, but this senior junior bunch, man, I've been waiting on them since about last December 1. We knew it was going to be really fun this year, and so far it is. We'll see. Like I said, we talked about next 2 weeks. We're going to have our hands full. We got some really good teams. One coming here, and we're going to Valley View. Mills is coming here, so we won't judge the whole season on those 2 games, but we'll kind of tell where we are with the upper echelon of 5A conference for sure.
Yeah, the 7th grade and junior high Colts will begin their season next Thursday here at the TEZ. 7th grade will start at 5:30, and junior high will start immediately after that.
They're going to be playing the Batesville Pioneers here at home.
Batesville Southside.
That's right, Southside. I see it.
Yes.
Batesville Southside, August 31st. So that's next Thursday night, just like Coach said. We're almost in September. That sounds colder,
sure
doesn't it? The
We're
Burr months
70
are coming.
days away from the first basketball game.
Wow.
70 days.
70 days. I'm counting them down.
I don't imagine Coach is counting or anything. He's excited about his girls' team this year, and men's team's going to be loaded again too.
With a lot of pressure coming on that right side.
Nice punt.
That's going to be Mike Faison, I believe.
Yes, it is.
And he takes it to the left side. He's
Man,
on his feet. He turns it back the other way.
Don't hold.
Good block.
And he's got some room over on the right. He cuts up. No. And this time he's going to be brought down at about the 30, looks like the 34-yard line.
That was about a 20-yard return. He ran 60
yards, yeah.
20 this way, 20 that way. But he got lots of speed there. Michael Faison, nice job on that return. 0. Giving Michael Rayner a little break on the punt returns. And, again, just showing some of the depth that we have. And that continues to be a very exciting topic to talk about, is the depth in this team.
So 1st and 10 for the Colts at the Manila 34-yard line with 6:41 left to go here in the first half.
Kobe Turner's coming off for a blow. I seen Andrew Lomack coming off the field for a blow, and so get to see some of these other guys play and keep them all cooled off. And Kobe's going to go find that fan. Look at him. There goes Buddha running toward that fan too.
Jacavion.
Pass to Jacavion. He breaks the tackle. He's going to scamper to the left side. He's going to be knocked out of bounds at about the 6-yard line.
He's going to call him out. Yeah.
Wow.
I thought he almost got to the pylon, but they said he stepped out earlier than that. 6:29 still left in the second quarter. 38-0 Colts, and so we'll see that mercy rule clock come second half unless something really breaks loose here before halftime.
And they may, with the heat and all that stuff, I don't know if the coaches agree to it. They might go ahead and run the clock in the second half if it gets too bad.
Yeah, I'm sure they're going to take a lot of that stuff in consideration. Just want to make sure that we don't have anything real serious happen. This heat is no joke.
At quarterback, that pass was deflected by number 33?
33, yeah. That was a nice play there by Caden Horton. That's an old Rivercrest boy right there.
Is that right?
We know his daddy, and I baptized Caden Horton, so that's kind of exciting.
Well, how about that?
Yeah. Good job, Caden, on that. He moved over there a couple years ago, and we miss him around here, but he's a good kid, good family.
Good job. Just don't do it again. We want to score right here.
That's right. Yeah, put them hands down next time.
All right, so 2nd down and go for the Colts. He's going to pitch it out to Mike Faison. He's going to get into the end zone.
Sir.
So another touchdown, Rivercrest, number 0, Mike Faison, the junior.
Touchdown, Colts. It's coming frequently, and it's coming in bunches. And, man, this is This is all right. This is all right. Good job. 44-0.
Number 0 was the hero on that play.
You got to be a good player to wear 0. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, man.
That's when you know you're good, when you wear 0. Man, good start to the season here by the Rivercrest Colts. Hasn't been a lot of mistakes. We had a couple offholding penalties is about the biggest thing.
Had a couple of touchdowns brought back over penalties.
We've not had the little cheap 5-yard offsides or motion penalties, which is good. And you're still getting your game legs. We talked about that last week. You're still getting in game shape here in the first game of the season.
Snap. There's a bobble snap. Joe Lewis is going to roll to his right.
There
He's
he
going
is,
to
Joe.
pass.
Oh, nice.
That's complete. That's complete to, is that Kevin Morris?
Kevin Morris, number 12. Nice catch there, Kevin Morris. And way to roll out. Didn't panic. And Kevin just tracked with him to the right there, and a great throw.
It's always good when your backup quarterback is your holder as well. Situations just like that. In case there is a bobble snap, you can roll out and pass it to the sure hand Kevin Morris.
They don't do that in the pros for no reason at all. You know what I'm saying? They know that's a good thing. And once in a while you do get a snap that just doesn't quite get there. And you got a guy that's not going to panic, get up, and good play there. Got 2 out of that deal. So 46-0 Colts with 6:19 to go in the second quarter. It's all Colts all the time right now.
We had week 2 in the books this week. 2 weeks into the school year.
Yeah.
And this week, for me, it flew by. Not every teacher might say that. But
my wife didn't agree with that. She of course, she just gets so used to being off during the summer. She just misses not being off. But it's been exciting. Her office has been busy because of the new kids coming in, and we're excited about it.
That's to Kylan Sanders kicking that off, number 32.
That was a line bullet there.
And it's going to be returned to about the 28-yard lines where they're going to mark him down.
As my good friend Rick Wilson used to say, Coach Wilson has a host of Colts right there, taking them down. That guy won about 600 basketball games in his career. He lives over in Jonesboro now, and checked on him this week, and they said they're doing pretty good. But Rick Wilson was a mainstay around here for many, many years in our basketball program. Miss those guys.
So it looks like we have some new defenders coming in for the Colts. I see number 84, Braxton Creasy, coming in. Number 21, Maddox Barber is out there.
Cardi's in there, Cardi Smith. And 21 out here is Maddox Barber. You just mentioned him.
That linebacker right there is 60-something.
63, maybe.
Is that Cruz?
Cruz.
No, that's 60.
60. That's
no, wait. Is that? Yeah,
that is 60.
Yeah.
Looks like that's.
Or is that 80? Is that Edgel?
It's 60.
Yeah, there's a jersey. We still don't have all the jerseys yet, do we?
It looks like that. It looks like Nolan Williams out there.
It is a 6-0.
Oh, it does look like Nolan.
Yeah.
Sure does.
And I don't know if he's changed numbers. He's usually 44.
Yeah. Maybe his jersey got torn or something.
Might have been in the laundry or something and didn't get washed. But anyway, we'll see if that's a constant change there or just for this week.
All right. So
lots of young ones playing, lots of backups playing. 2nd
and 8 for the Lions. There's a handoff to the first back through. He's going to pick up some positive yards for the Lions, except there's a flag that come out. It might come back.
Yeah, I don't know. Those holding calls have been kind of late in the play, and but he looks like he's going to march it back about 10 yards. And I don't think there was a face mask there. I don't know. He's talking to him back and forth here.
Cardi Smith in on that stop.
Yeah, it looks like he and Marcus Clark and Maddox Barber on that tackle.
It is a face mask.
I like old Marcus. I have him in class.
Looks like
He's doing a great job.
Yeah, he signaled 5 yards, so apparently there is a 5-yard face mask in high school. I'm sorry, apologize about that. I thought they'd went to all 15s in high school, but he signaled face mask and held up 5 fingers, so that's what we got was 5 yards.
That'll be their second first down of the.
It's a first down for the mighty Manila Lions as they journey over here to the the eastern part of the county this week.
1st and 10 for the Lions at their own 41-yard line. Again, their quarterback is Isaac Moore. He wears number 12. He's going to hand it off to number, let's see.
20.
Number 20. That's going to be Matthew Walker.
It's going to be Nolan Williams and Cardi Smith.
Walker comes up limping on that play, and he's rushing off to the side and needing a sub to come in for him. He had a pretty good run earlier, I think. Got that first down they had.
Rivercrest rolling, getting text messages. Wow, what a great game. Family listening in.
2nd and 8 for the Lions. And handoff up the middle. It's going to be grabbed there by 3 or 4 Colts. And as they unpile, we'll tell you who they are.
There's Nolan Williams.
Yep, Nolan Williams.
64.
64.
Stephen Hayes.
Stephen Hayes is a new transfer from Kennett, Missouri. We were talking about several of our guys that are new names and new faces this year on the Colts, and there's one of them right there, Stephen Hayes, number 64.
There's a 59 out there. I'm not sure who made he was in on the tackle, though. So
we must have just handed out jerseys randomly this week.
Yeah.
I don't know.
3:35 and counting. There's a handoff. I believe that's going to be Drake Morris, number 21.
Yeah,
he's going to be met there.
We hate we don't have these guys named. 59 just was in on that tackle.
And Roosevelt Banks.
Roosevelt Banks was in there, so we got to figure out who 59 is. We'll try to find that out at halftime. Maybe we
keep forgetting it's not halftime yet.
Yeah,
I know.
It's still 3:11 left. It's 46-0. It's all Colts all the time. It's about all we can say right now. They scored in lots of different ways, had a couple pickoffs, and done a real job holding the Manila Lions to about 2 first downs.
This time Morris is going to keep it, roll to his left.
He's got some room out there.
He found a seam, and he's still on his feet, and missed tackle there. And he's going to be down to inside the 20-yard line before he's finally pushed out of bounds.
Jace Moore on the tackle.
Too much shoulder tackling over there, and that will never work. You got to wrap him up. You got to bring him down. And we tried to throw shoulders into him. And I'm sure coaches will look at that film, and they'll be talking about how you don't roll block into somebody. That's the way Deion Sanders used to tackle, was roll blocking. He was a great corner, but he liked to throw that shoulder in there a lot. And if you're strong and got the right angle, you're all right.
There's Drake Morris. He cuts back, but his feet comes out from under him as Cardi Smith
is in on
falls
that
on
tackle.
top of it.
Yeah, his feet went out from under him. That I don't know if this humidity, I don't know if that affects that turf being a little bit slick or not. I imagine it's not good for it with all this moisture in the air, and that's probably going to get worse as I've noticed fog last couple mornings as we've got up. Yeah. So there's just a heat layer that's just unreal, and hopefully it's going to get hammered out of here this weekend late into Sunday. It's supposed to start cooling down.
2:13 and counting here in the first half.
Getting to look at a lot of different players right now.
There's a handoff to Drake Morris, and he's going to be dropped
Roosevelt
after
Banks.
a short gain by Roosevelt Banks, number 34.
How many tackles he got so far? We've named him a lot.
Roosevelt Banks, he is up to 4 tackles now.
Who's leading the way over there?
We got a few. Marcus Slayton, Tyron Henry, Wyatt Lancaster, and Cardi Smith all got 5 tackles.
Former Manila coach Kane White is making his debut with Waldron tonight over at Paris.
Okay.
Bulldogs.
Yeah.
Cardi Smith.
There's Cardi Smith again. Yeah. Playing great
Drake
there.
Morris, I believe.
That's a number. Is that
21?
number 10?
That's going to be a tackle for a loss.
Is that Jackson Eflin? Yeah, Jackson Eflin was in on that tackle too. We seen him run the ball a little bit last week. He was really excited about that. He was the one. He was the one that came in. My wife's playing his clip last week. Said, "Look here," and Hayden was picking on him. He said, "Man, you didn't run one for 34 yards like I did." So he was excited about his run last week. That was great.
1 minute left to go here in the first half. 46-0 Colts. But the Lions are threatening to put the ball in the end zone here. 4th down, though.
56 seconds left before halftime, and I'm sure they'll want to get somewhere and just kind of cool out a little bit.
Again, this next week, junior high and 7th grade play on Thursday. They'll play here at the TEZ as they host Batesville Southside. That starts at 5:30 in 7th grade game, followed by a 7 p.m. start for the junior high. And then on Friday night, September the 1st, that's Little Rock Mills will be coming into the TEZ, and that game will start at 7 p.m.
Man, that's going to be a really, really good test. See where we are early in the season, and That'll be interesting. I don't know. They've got quite a few back, don't they? Mills has got quite a few guys back.
Achilles Ringo, quarterback last year, threw for over 3,000 yards, had over 1,000 yards rushing. I know Jabray Shaw went and walked on at the University of Arkansas and has made some plays in some of their scrimmages. And so,
wow.
They had some big players last year when we were there.
Well, and then you got Charlie Collins, who's about the number 60 player in the nation, about 6'5", 270, and he's committed to the Razorbacks.
Yeah, I knew they had one at least was committed.
So 4th and 4 for the Lions. There's some pressure there in the backfield, and he's going to be dropped.
Cardi
Smith. And is that Jackson?
I think Jackson Kilburn.
Yeah.
With a half sack each.
So great job there on a 4th down as Manila was threatening there. Just with the 50 seconds left to go here in the first half. So great play by Cardi Smith and Jackson Kilburn. The Colts will take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line. We see some new faces coming in on offense. It's Corey Bonner. I seen him putting a helmet on. Did he go onto the field? Let's see. Yeah, there he is right there.
Number 9's coming in. That's Corey Bonner. Yeah, you just mentioned him.
I did. And Mike Fason's out there.
Cavante's still there at quarterback.
And I believe who is that right there next to him in the backfield?
Looks like Jackson Eflin.
Jackson, it is.
All
right.
There
He takes the handoff. He goes
man.
Up the middle. He's going to pick up a first down, I believe.
And those stats count this week.
We may have to dub him the secret weapon. You know what I'm saying? We may have to dub him the secret weapon.
He picks up the first down, so a gain of 10 for Mr. Eflin.
I like it.
And the clock is running 39 seconds and counting.
I tell you, Coach Harden really has a problem this year trying to get the ball to about 15 skill guys.
Yeah,
that's a tough problem. It's a good problem to have, though.
Yeah, that's right.
I don't think many teams will feel sorry for us.
There's Eflin again, another run up the middle. He's got some.
Hello.
Met there at about the 48-yard line.
That's number 6.
He pops up and he gives the first down signal. And again, he picks up the first down.
Brody Morris got him there. He lost his helmet, so he'll have to go off for the play. But, man, that was a good form tackle right there. We talked about that a while ago. That's how you tackle there.
When you don't run the ball often and you run for 10 and 11 yards, you don't feel those hits.
That's going to be the last play of the first half.
Yeah.
So the Colts are going to go in at the half with a score of 46-0 here over the Manila Lions.
Nice opening half for the home opener here, the season opener of 2023. Rivercrest looking really good in lots of different areas. We'll see some more backups and more younger guys there in the second half, and I'm sure they'll be careful with the starters and watch what they'll do. They'll get them cooled off. And, at the beginning of the game, Terry Thomas Ford was giving free vouchers for popcorn.
Yeah.
And so we're going to take a break and eat our free bag of popcorn, and we'll be back with the second half in just a minute. We'll leave the camera running. You'll see the cheerleaders. I don't think the band's ready to do their halftime show yet, but cheerleaders will go, and we'll go from there. Go get you something to snack on, and we'll see you here in about 20 minutes.
Hey, welcome back, guys. We just want to come back with a few stats before we get going. Manila Lions, the Colt defense held them to 55 yards in the first half, had 20 carries for 27 yards, 3 of 9 passing for 28 yards, and 2 interceptions. And those interceptions were picked off by Mike Faison and Kobe Turner. Kobe Turner actually had a 29-yard return for a touchdown, and we got a blindside block that ended up being a net 5-yard return. But still good defense. Leading rusher was quarterback Isaac Moore, 3 carries for 12 yards. He did have a 36-yard run to get them into the red zone, and the Colts did a good job with Carty Smith and who was it at the end there? Carty Smith and Jackson Kilburn with a half sack each on 4th down. Did a great job. And the Colts, not a ton of yardage, but just because they had great field position the whole first half. Defense played great, had big punt returns. We did see Michael Rayner return a punt 60 yards for a touchdown. Mike Faison also had a reverse field 27-yard return on a punt return. Kavonte Washington, 4 of 7 passing for 52 yards and a score. Joe Lewis-Ralph did connect on a 2-point conversion to Kevin Morris. Michael Rayner, 2 catches for 16 yards. And then you had number 24 for us. I'm trying to – Buda Harris.
Buda Harris, yeah.
Had a great catch in the back of the end zone for a 9-yard touchdown. Jacavion Williams had a catch for 27 yards. Michael Rayner, first run of this season, he carried it 29 yards for a score. Kobe Turner just continues to do Kobe Turner things. He had 5 carries for 79 yards, 2 touchdowns. Marcus Slayton, 2 carries, 26 yards. We did see him kick a couple extra points. And I believe Todd was right. Could have walked into the end zone once and went ahead and decided to run over a guy. So that's just the way Marcus plays the game. You got to love it. And Jackson Eflin, 2 carries for 21 yards. Got up and signaled the first down. I love the enthusiasm.
That dude's fired up, man.
Yeah.
He's fired up.
Mike Faison also had a 6-yard carry for a touchdown. We said it in the first half, and I believe it's true. The trouble that Coach Harden's going to have this year is how do you get it to everybody and keep them happy? Because there's a ton of skill players, maybe as deep a skill position as I've ever seen, just going first, second, third team. So it's an impressive bunch, guys.
Yeah, sure, I agree, Danny. I agree. And we talked about that first half, just the depth that we've got, the quality of athlete that we've got. So it's exciting to see this good start. And we'll just see what happens here. I know we're probably going to go mercy rule here. Usually a 35-point lead goes to mercy rule second half, and should be a nonstop clock. And so we should get out of here pretty quick once the second half starts. But it's good to kind of get the old year started here, the season started. I just wish it wasn't so hot for everybody. Coach was looking around the league there at other scores and things. We'll try to bring you some of those here in a minute.
Yeah.
We still got about 57 seconds before the second half kickoff.
Have they already put the 3 minutes back on the clock? Have they already done that?
I don't think so. I don't think so because it looks like they're just stretching.
So let's go through some scores real quick. Let's see.
Lots of tackles that first half. I mean, I think he counted 20 guys. I bet easy 20 guys that's got tackles. And I think we got about 4, 5, 6 guys with 5 tackles. So the defense is really just it's been spread out. It's not the same guy over and over. They've been able to run people in and out and get subs and get some breathers in this heat. And so all that adds up to a good deal.
Yeah, just counting them up. We had 29 different guys have stats
Isn't
on
that
the
amazing?
defense.
29.
I've never had to write that far below and above the sheet. Led the way by Carty Smith. Carty Smith, 7 tackles, 2 tackles for a loss, and a half sack. Marcus Clark had a big first half. Had 5 tackles, 2 for a loss, quarterback hurry. Jaden Young, 5 tackles, a tackle for a loss, a forced fumble on the kickoff right off the bat, and Manila did recover that, but he did force that. Tyron Henry has been that special teams guy.
Yep.
that we've always had in the past and had 5 tackles in the first half. Wyatt Lancaster, 5 tackles, two hurries, 2 tackles for a loss. And then Marcus Slayton, Kobe Turner had 5 tackles and 4 tackles each. And
Marcus had a couple decleaters.
Yeah, when Marcus hits, it should count as 2.
Yeah, I agree.
They did put 3 minutes on the clock.
Yeah, he gets the most distance on tackles. Roosevelt Banks, we called his name a lot too that first half.
Yeah, he had 5 tackles in the first half. Great job by Roosevelt Banks.
Yep.
All right, so some scores around the way. Little Rock Mills, who will be here at the TEZ next Friday night, they're up 15-0. The last score I see over Blytheville. That's in the second quarter. Let's see. Jonesboro 16-0 over West Memphis at the half. Let's see. Looks like Mountain Home, Nettleton. Mountain Home's up 22-12 over Nettleton at the half.
Berrien's up 13-0 over Wynn.
Harding Academy's over Valley View right now, 34-12 in the second quarter. Brooklyn 32-0 over Westside. Southside 7-0 over Pocahontas.
Hoxie and Truman. Hoxie's up 12-6 in the second quarter, last report we've got. We're trying to find some guys that's going to be in our conference.
Gosnell's up 30-0 over Piggott, second quarter.
Yeah, we heard that Highland was over Westside. Was it Highland quite a bit? I think you mentioned earlier.
Gosnell's another team in our conference that returns a lot of talent over there. So that's an athletic team.
Who's that, Dan?
Gosnell.
Yeah, they're looking for big things there. They sure are.
And I don't know, Blytheville's got a new coach. Like we said, Ben Fisher came over from Blytheville's the new Manila coach. Jed Howard, who was the defensive coach at Blytheville, has taken over as head coach. Blytheville's been one of those schools for years that have always had the size, has always had the athletes. If they ever put it together, that's going to be a dangerous team.
Yeah, we're ready to kick this second half. Yeah,
fresh 12 minutes on the clock. Looks like number 7, Trey Platts, is going to kick off. Is that 7, Danny?
Yes.
Their first kickoff of the game. It's going to be a short one. Kieran Morris is going to fair catch that at about the 31-yard line.
I think we'll see Coach Fleming be very sportsmanship-like, for lack of a better word, and I think will be a lot of runs, or it'll be the younger guys getting a lot of playing time.
Yeah, it looks like
he has always been very conscientious of being a great sports. Sportsmanship is always a big plus for Coach Fleming, and man, we're just glad to have football back.
So it looks like number 6, Jaden Young, will be lined up at quarterback. And that may be Roosevelt Banks back there with him. Is that 34?
Look and see what we can see here.
Yes, Roosevelt Banks did a good job last week in the scrimmage running the ball.
We'll see some of these younger guys get to play a little bit. They'll be excited.
So man is quarterback start this second half. He takes the snap, hands off to Roosevelt Banks, and he's going to be
just
wrapped up for a loss on the play as he's it looks like number –
is that a 12?
Number 16.
Cullum McWhirter in on that tackle. Read that out, stepped that out pretty good, and was in the backfield way early, and way earlier than you want him to be when you're on offense, and especially if you got the football.
11 minutes left to go here in the third quarter. Colts on top 46-0. They had the football, second down and 18 here in this third quarter. There's a little pass to that's going to be Mike Faison.
Yep.
He wears number 0, and he's going to be knocked out of bounds at about the 33-yard line.
Nice pickup there.
Yeah.
It's going to bring a third and shorter. It won't be short, but it'll be shorter than what it was. So
about 7, third and 7.
See if we can't wiggle out a first down here with these
third and 8.
With these youngsters out there playing tonight. The babies are out there now.
Spotted it at the 32-yard line, so it'll be 3rd and 8 for the Colts.
They probably wouldn't like me calling them babies. They grown men. They'd be telling me, Brother Todd, I'm grown man.
Again, Jaden Young, the quarterback, he passes it to
Corey
Bonner, number 9. He cuts back up the field. He's going to have
keep running.
A blocker there. He's going to be about a yard short of the first down as they're going to spot the ball. Well, no, they moved it. So it's going to be a first down. Yeah. The official over here moved it to the 40-yard line. So
must have given him forward progress there. It didn't look like he quite made the line, but maybe that's where forward progress was.
I liked his spot a little bit better than the guy.
Yes, yeah. Corey caught a ball in the end zone last week during the benefit game, so he's already tuned up, ready to go.
So 1st and 10 for the Colts. There's Jaden Young throwing to the right side. It's complete.
Cash Span.
Cash Span. He lost there's something fell out there. What was that?
It must have been maybe he had a towel or something. I don't know. He kind of carrying that ball like a loaf of bread. You got to be careful over there, man. Tuck that thing away.
He's come up limping too.
Yeah, he's kind of twisted an ankle or something there. Maybe rolled an ankle on that turf.
So Cash is calling for somebody to come in and take his place, and that's going to be number 23, Brennan Dawson.
I don't know if he's got a cramp. I hope it's a cramp and not a twisted ankle, but he's down on the ground. Let's see if they start trying to stretch him out. I think he's got a cramp is what I think.
So twin receivers to both sides. It's going to be a pass over here to number 19, Tyron Henry.
Got some room over here.
Runs to the left side. He's going to be knocked out of bounds by about 3 Lions. There's a flag at about the 48-yard line.
Yeah, we may see quite a bit of cramping start taking place here in this second half, and have to watch that.
That usually indicates a penalty on the offense, probably a block in the back or something like that, or a hold.
Looks like he's kind of signaling holding to the head official, and that's what they're going to call it from that spot of about the 48-yard line. It's going to go back 15 yards.
Whatever it was, he didn't mean to do it.
No.
And Tyron Henry is thinking, please don't hold when I make a catch finally and get some stats.
He had some room over there, too. I guess that's why he had some room.
That's why he had room. That's right.
Officials have done a pretty good job tonight. They're hot out there, too, you know. Yeah. They're out there on that same field, so kudos to those guys. There's Roosevelt Banks. He's going to pick up the first down and a couple extra yards on that.
He looked like he was shot out of a cannon right there, man. That was a great run. I love to see a guy hit a hole quick, man. Yes. I love that.
I just like the name Roosevelt Banks.
Yeah, that's a football name, man. That's a football name right there.
He's a senior on this Rivercrest Colts football team.
He left us for a while, went to Jonesboro, and now he's come back, and we're sure glad to have him back with us. He's been a nice addition. I think he was here when he was younger, right, Dan? Is that what you told me?
They said he was here through 8th grade.
Yeah.
Something like that.
Good to have him back over in the Delta, playing a little football over here in Mississippi County.
He's a pretty good size running back.
Got 8 seconds on the play clock, and the offense is lining up. They're at 4, 3, 2, and they get it off. It's going to be a handoff. That's Nolan Williams, number 44.
Yeah. Did he switch jerseys at halftime, or is he – do y'all still see a 60 down there on the sideline? He's trying to confuse us, Nolan Williams is tonight, because he was wearing 60, I think, in the first half, unless we're
got the jersey out of the laundry.
Yeah.
He's ready to go.
Yeah, the clothes got done during the halftime.
It wasn't dry yet.
Yeah. Y'all ever get home, left the clothes in the laundry, in the wash machine, got it dry?
He might have sweat so much in that first one. He had
he might have had to go back to 44.
I don't see a 60. That was definitely him in the first half.
He might have said, I don't like 60. I didn't do as well, so I'm going back to my old number. But we're trying to get all that situated here early in the season, who's going to be who.
So first down for the Colts at the Manila 35-yard line. There's a snap to Jaden Young. He hands it off to Nolan Williams again, and he's going to be tripped up this time for a gain of only about 2 or 3 there. So they're going to give him 2 yards on it.
Colts seem to be getting their bearings now, and after a loss there early in this series, they're starting to move the ball down the field now. It looks good.
And number 59 just checked in for the Colts. That's Naeem Rayner. We saw him earlier. We didn't have that number for him, so make sure we mention him.
That's right.
Here in this second half.
Made a couple big tackles there at the end of the first half.
Yeah.
So
Naeem Rayner, we had him on our sheet. We just didn't have 59. So
that's right.
We wanted to get his name out there for his family and folks watching. Naeem Rayner.
Thank Coach Murphy Smith for getting his name up to us at halftime.
Yeah, they are. Some of them are still trying to figure out what number they really want, and it'll get all situated here probably for next week, and we'll have it all down.
Penalty against the Colts. Little movement.
That's our first procedure penalty, I think, right there. So
it's going to back us up 5 yards.
Usually see a lot of those on opening night every year, just trying to get timing down and everything.
There's a handoff to Mike Faison. He's going to be running to this left side, and he's going to be met there by about 3 Manila Lions. He falls forward to the 35.
Got a couple 3 out of nothing, really. There wasn't much there, and he kind of kept running hard, kept the legs churning. That's what you like to see, especially from your backups, always giving max effort, and that's what we've seen right there.
Especially when we absolutely whiffed on the lead block.
Yes.
And so he took the handoff. The guy was waiting on him.
Yeah. I just like to see him put that ball in the left hand coming this way.
That's right. Go ahead and switch to that outside hand.
So 4:32 and counting here in the third quarter. Colts on top 46-0. There's a busted play, and Man is going to have to eat that one as he takes a loss there.
Just protect that shooting arm.
Yeah.
That's right.
72 from Manila was there to wrap him up. That's Heath Pearson, and he had some help there, and they brought him to the ground pretty quick. And
so a little
wasn't anywhere to go for number 6.
A little miscommunication on that play, and it's going to bring up fourth down. Fourth down, and looks like 15.
Yeah, we went backwards a couple times, and that's not good after the penalty. I do them quick hitters up the middle again. I like seeing Nolan Williams and who was it? Roosevelt Banks had that bullet shot up the middle a while ago.
They're both in right now, so
yeah, they were clearing some holes up that middle gap there in a couple plays here in this series.
So 3:38 and counting. The play clock's down to 0, so you can add another 5 unless they might call a timeout, and they didn't. So there's going to be a delay of game penalty against the Colts.
As we said, start the second half, we're in the mercy rule with 35-point lead, and we're already down to 3:22. And so this second half, it won't take but about 30 minutes at the most. We're going to be wrapping up opening night here pretty soon with the mercy rule on in effect.
A lot of new guys in the game, and that's why you're seeing a lot of procedure penalties right now.
It's not the game experience there.
There's some pressure on the quarterback.
Well, they're in hot pursuit.
He gets it off, but it's going to be short. There's a flag coming in at the end of that play from this near side official.
It's like
an ineligible receiver.
Yeah, they had to hold their blocks for a while, and they started creeping down the field, and so that's going to bring it back again. So this has been a series maimed with many penalties, you might say.
Yes.
That's going to turn the ball back over to Manila on downs, and we'll bring a defense out and see what we can do about stopping the Manila Lions as they come back on offense. Looks like a little break here. I don't know, just in between. And yeah, it's no water break. 2 minutes the time they snap the ball, and third quarter's just about over. It's 46-0.
See number 65, Wesley Gray, out there on defense. Number 52, Marcus Clark. 51, Jeb Gantz. There are 3 front guys here on this defense.
Yeah, they're running a 3-4, looks like. You don't see that as often.
Cardi Smith out there, he's led the team in tackles the first half.
Man, he's looking.
And there he is.
Man.
Well, he had a chance there.
Yeah. Going to pick up a couple yards. Let's see who else comes off the pile there.
Jebber Gantz and Jackson Kilburn.
Jackson Kilburn, number 25, on that player.
Cardi came from the other side of the field.
Yeah, he almost made the play.
Almost made the play. I like how he stayed down low the whole time he was running. It's like he's probably hard to see in there.
Yeah, he has got good speed, and man, you can see he likes going after quarterbacks. He's a quarterback hunter.
Yeah, and any guy who will ride bulls, he's not scared of anybody on the field.
Yeah.
Either that or he's crazy. I'm not sure.
He can keep
All
that.
bull riders have to be a little crazy, right?
There's a snap, a handoff to, I believe that's going to be 21, Drake Morris.
Yeah.
No, it's not. It's
number 51, Jeb Gantz on the tackle.
Is that?
Who was that running the ball?
I thought it was number 5.
That was number 5.
Brent Williams.
Williams. Brent's a senior for Manila, entering into his senior year.
35 seconds left to go here in the third quarter as we have a running clock. Manila with the football. They're facing a 3rd and 1 at the Rivercrest 46-yard line. There's a snap. There's a handoff. He's going to have the first down.
Oh,
and then
he's got some room.
So he's going to be brought down finally.
It's Braxton Creasy, number 84.
Yeah.
And getting off the ground there, is that an 80? 80. That's Braxton there. But Braxton Creasy was one of the main tacklers. There was a couple others, but
81. Jaybird was there too. I saw him come up out of that.
So they got a first down. That was about, 20-yard pickup on that play?
Yeah.
And that's the end of the third quarter. Again, Rivercrest on top 46-0 here in this one as we have 1 quarter of play to go, and it's going to be a running 12-minute clock. So appreciate everybody that's watching and rooting on the Colts. Maybe you're watching just to see one of the top teams in the state play. So
yeah. Let me encourage you again to subscribe to the Rivercrest Athletics. There's been a lot of things going around. You might have seen some things on Facebook today, but there's a lot of guys and people trying to scam folks on YouTube about football games, and it'll look just like, it'll say Rivercrest versus Manila or whoever we're playing. It looks like a good thing, but they're trying to get you to enter in your credit card or something like that to get the game. Yeah. Don't ever do that. We're free, and that's why it's good to subscribe and then hit that bell, and when we go live, you're going to know. You don't have to go hunting for it. You don't have to guess if this is a good site or not. Rivercrest Athletics will always be the site you need to be at. And we don't want you guys getting charged or getting duped and scammed for money that you don't need to be paying when it's free. This is something we just do for you guys. We don't get no money for it, and that's fine. We enjoy just bringing the games to you. We enjoy being a part of it, and so please, please, please do that just so you don't get hurt, and we don't want anybody scammed. Let's start this fourth quarter, Coach.
All right, here we go. 11:53 and counting. There's a handoff up the middle to that may be number 5 again, Brent Williams. Looks like we have an injured Colt there. He's a little slow getting up. Is that Nolan Williams? It is.
Yeah, Nolan's limping a little bit. That's what you want to really worry about now with this last quarter. You just want to keep both the Manila kids and the Rivercrest kids well. Don't want anybody hurt, injured, and Nolan's done something there. He's kind of coming off kind of staggering. And Coach Rainwater and them's going to take a look at him.
This time
good run.
The ball is going to be run to the right side.
They're trying to find pay dirt here before they leave and see if they can't get in the end zone. And they're moving the ball on the Rivercrest defense right now.
Was that 5, Danny, on the run?
It was. And Jackson Kilburn, Maddox Barber, and I think Braxton Creasy was even in on that tackle right there. So
Braxton's been zooming around out there pretty good. He's playing a good job there. I think he's playing – is he playing some linebacker? He's kind of in that linebacker slot, I think.
This time the quarterback's going to keep it and go to his left. He's going to score there.
Yep, there's a touchdown for the Manila Lions.
So with 10:29 left to go in the game, the Lions put their first points on the board, and that's a 46-6 Rivercrest lead.
Nice little run there. It got out there once he got past the line, a lot of green grass, and he was able to run it into the end zone and put some points on the board for the first time this season for Manila here in the opening game of the season of 2023.
Manila, for you Manila fans, they travel to East Poinsett County next week, next Friday. Your Colts will host Little Rock Mills here at the TEZ.
They'll have their hands full next week. That EPC bunch is pretty good to get.
It's going to be
a little short. They'll go over there and get to see Mr. Gaines next week, and he's a leader in a lot of the preseason polls for some of these state awards, and he's going to have a dandy season for EPC.
So 9:26 and counting here. We're running clock as the Mercer rule's in effect. Fourth quarter, and the Rivercrest Colts on top 46-6 in this one.
Wanted to thank these guys one more time. They didn't pay us any time to put them on the air or anything. We don't do commercials, but TMS, the guys over there at the factory, were really gracious to bring a whole pallet of water today. So there was plenty of bottled water for each side, for the cheerleaders, for band, and we're very thankful for that. I know the school was just very thankful for that. And also we mentioned earlier the big sideline fans. You see these guys are just trying to Nolan's trying to crawl up inside that one down there. It's so hot. But United Rentals and Cody Griggs was really generous to give them a big discount for these fans. Other fans donated money and gave their money so these kids could have more fans on the sidelines to keep them cooled off. So thank you to everybody that was involved in getting these big fans on the sidelines.
And I know there's at least 3 or 4 fans on both sidelines. So that's a pretty big
Yeah, I'm
deal.
sure those things don't rent for cheap. And but there was a great partnership there worked out, and we appreciate it very much.
And an ice bath down there in the –
Yeah, an ice bath. Yeah, Coach was reading there where somebody had collapsed at one of the games tonight.
Hoxie player at Truman.
And they had to cool him off.
Oh.
There's a fumble picked back up.
And they're going to –
Who is that with the ball?
That's Kobe Turner, I believe.
Has he got his gloves on his face mask? He got somebody's towel or something.
Towels on him.
Or is that his gloves? I don't know what that
tell.
is. I think
he can't get them off.
I think that's his receiving gloves. I don't know if they got so wet they just stuck together or what, but that would be a little different trying to run with gloves hanging down off your face mask.
He kind of looks like a turkey beard, you know.
He's probably trying to set a trend or something,
yeah,
you know.
Yeah.
I want to wear them gloves on my face mask like Kobe Turner does. Here we go.
Oh, mercy.
You never know what you're going to see on the sidelines if you look close enough.
You got Joe Louis Ralph in the backfield, a quarterback now.
Hey, better watch out. Joe can take off.
There's a handoff. That's is that Eflin?
Jackson Eflin.
Yeah.
That Jackson's a pretty good sized back when he comes out of that field, and he likes to turn it up and dish out a little punishment also.
Like Manila's got 2 linemen cramping.
Yeah.
We're going to see more and more of that. This clock's going to run out fast. We're going to be done before 10 o'clock. So
they're fixing to stop it right here.
They may get everybody some water right here, send them to the sidelines. But boy, those cramps that is not fun.
6:50 left in this one. Again, Colts on top, 46-6.
I think overall the heat part of the game has been handled well. You don't know, these guys are going to really need a lot of electrolytes and water and Gatorade and all that afterwards to replace all that they lose. But so far we've seen everybody stay pretty healthy. I hope that will continue on through the night. Nobody got real hot and just didn't know it till after the game.
A lot of players have played, and that helps too. You're not out there the whole time.
That's been a big key where guys hadn't had to play.
So 6:30 and counting now. We got a little action here on the line as one of the line players jumped.
He about caught himself, but he stumbled on over, and once you make contact, they're going to blow the whistle.
So a 5-yard penalty. That's going to be close to – that is going to be a first down. So 1st and 10 for the Colts after the penalty.
About 6 minutes left to go in our ball game, 46-6 here at the TEZ on opening night.
Hand off to Mike Faison.
Get around there, Michael.
He's going to be running
slippery
to the
Yes,
left
he is.
side, and he's going to be brought down at the 49-yard line.
You really like to see a back that makes that first guy miss. And those guys can really – that's the guys that gain a lot of yards if they're able to make that first guy miss them. And Mike's got that ability. Kobe Turner's got that ability. I'm not sure Marcus wants anybody to miss him. He just wants to hit somebody. So
he's not dodging
He's
anybody.
not trying to be slippery, is he?
I tell you, you have to have really, really good footwork to run the way these guys do. I mean,
Yes.
they're able to just stop on a dime and make that cut.
Yeah.
You can tell it's something that they work on a lot.
Yeah, that's big time when you can plant and cut up like that and take off.
Quarterback this time is going to keep
There he
Joe
is,
Louis.
right the middle.
Lewis. And, he has a long stride there. He eats up some yards there with each step, and he's going to pick up the first down.
Here comes Ian McLean into the ball game, number 54. And we're going to see some guys come off and get a break. Number 50 there, that's Amarian Lofton coming off the field. And, again, like Dan said, it's really great to have all these players where you can switch guys in and out and nobody has to play 3, 4, 5, 6, 10, 12 plays at a time. 4:35 and the clock is still running. And we're going to be putting a close to this opening season game here in just a little bit.
This time, Joe Louis is going to roll to his right. He's going to tuck it, and he's going to run it, and he's going to be brought down at about the
close
26-yard line.
Just about a yard short, maybe
2 yards.
Yard and a half. Yep.
Yeah. He's not dodging folks either.
No, he's not.
He lowered that shoulder.
There was a great crowd showed up tonight. Good crowd over on the Manila side. Appreciate the Manila folks coming down, making the 20-mile or so journey, just a neighboring city, and there's a lot of bragging rights goes back and forth. They usually get the bragging rights in basketball, but we're gonna see if we can do something about that even this year, and we get to do the football. But we'll see. It's always fun. It's all in jest most of the time.
Just keep supporting that team. Coach Fisher has done a good job over the years. I thought he did a great job both times he coached at Blytheville, and so you have a good coach over there. Just give him time, keep supporting him, keep supporting your team, and these kids will remember that.
Yeah, that's for sure. And everybody likes a winner, but if you get out there and support them, you never know what might happen. That's good thinking. 3 minutes left to go here tonight. Don't forget, as Ronnie said several times, we're going to be playing Mills here at home next Friday night. We'll tell you about game start times, but should be back to 7, but we'll see.
Then the junior high and 7th grade plays Southside on Thursday.
And they'll be home too. That was Joe Lewis Ralph running the ball again. That's going to be a pretty good pickup on first down, bring up a second down to about 3 maybe. And, junior high will open up their regular season. They've had a benefit game. They didn't play this week, and that probably worked out really well for them with this heat. And they will play Batesville Southside next week right here at home. So 2 home games next week. You'll have a couple opportunities to get out and see and support junior high and senior high Colt football. Won't be long the band will be out there doing their halftime show, and we got to hear the music the other night, and, man, they are sounding good.
There's a handoff to Jackson Eflin.
Run hard, Jackson.
And he's going to be met there by about 4 Lions. And a loss of 1 on the play, I guess. Bring up 3rd down and 4.
Just about maybe 1 or 2 more plays, and it's going to be in the books for opening game. Colts will move to 1-0 in this early season, and Manila will fall to 0-1. And look for bigger and better things next week for both teams.
Handoff is time to Corey Bonner. He's going to be brought down hard at the in the backfield.
He got popped a couple times, didn't he, coming out of that backfield?
His face mask.
Yeah, he his head jerked a little bit there, and somebody might have caught just a corner of it or something, but there's no flag there. And 1 minute left here in the ball game.
Probably 2 more plays.
Appreciate everyone watching tonight, and we'll be here all year, and there'll be times one of us might have to step away, but we'll have the live stream going all year long, and very thankful we can do this, and look forward to y'all watching in, and thank you.
The crowd is starting to make their way down the bleachers.
We were talking about how a lot of the players go home and watch the game afterwards on YouTube, and that's got to be pretty exciting. I can't imagine going home watching my games on TV, and so it's all a lot of fun to be able to do this and bring that to the players, their families, their grandmas and grandpas that might not be able to get out here and see it like as much as they'd want. And so that's going to be the ball game. We're going to line up, shake hands, and I think both teams got through the games pretty good. Everybody got through pretty good, and we didn't see any bad injuries. Nolan Williams might have got shook up more than anybody tonight, and he looked like he was okay, maybe just getting a little hot.
Yeah.
Well, Ronnie, good job tonight. Danny, good job. And thank you, Bubba Walker, Billy Walker up there on the roof. And we won't keep you long because I know it's later than usual. It's 10 o'clock, and you guys have a great weekend. And we will see you next Thursday. Well, we won't be live, but next Friday we'll be back live, and we'll be playing Little Rock Mills. Boy, what a challenge next week. We need to fill this place up and get in their ear and get loud. And so come see junior high Thursday night and then come back see the high school on Friday night. You guys be careful. Stay safe. Stay cool. The cool weather's coming. And we'll see you next Friday night.